Okay, looks to be good. God help me if we have the same issues as last time. We're waiting for the invite from the tournament organizers, so that should be with us fairly soon. Good, it's good to be back. You join us here. You join us here for more action in the Zenith League. True Positive asking if I'm making the room. Alas, I am not making the room. If you've ever tried commentating and running a room at the same time, it's extremely difficult. It is extremely difficult. I am not running the room. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream, as is normal for community tournaments. When I'm doing random gameplay, I just have no built-in delay into OBS. When we're doing community tournaments, I try and have 3 minutes, and then for when I was running the wargaming tournaments, running the commentary for those, it was 5 minutes. So, in summer, we will see. Let's have a quick. Yeah, it's the tournament organizer's responsibility or the clan's responsibility to run the room. Streaming, it's task loading at the end of the day. That's the issue. It's just a little bit too much to think about. So hopefully they'll figure that out. And they ought to put it all on me. We've got some good people in the chat. That's what she said from Legion, Net for Force, Wild One Helper, Blade Jacek, Biscuit from Zenith, and Matthew, and Psycho. Let's just unpin that message. Well, official channel, WoTB? Question mark, question mark. Oh, Jake. Saying first and happy Crimbo for me. Merry Christmas to you too. The Rolling household, we got our decorations up before December, which is a bit cheeky, but 2020 has been such a bad year for the world. Although we seem to be going out on a high, which is nice. Well, it looks like the stream, I got the little green icon in the bottom right-hand corner of OBS, which is good. We like that. That is our favorite color for that little icon box to be. So we're just going to wait for them to figure out the room. I can actually, maybe I'll check in with Sam Jeffries, Edibix from Zenith, potentially. Yeah, True Positive is going to make it excellent. Yeah, the issue is when you create a room, the room creator is responsible for moving players to one side or the other. Now that's not so much an issue when you have a fixed 7 people. But I think in this tournament, like, the roster is not limited to 7 people, so if you need to be chopping and changing reserves in and out of the roster, it's a hassle because you have to be paying attention to chat, or you need to be in voice chat with them, and it's no bueno. It's not bueno. There we go. That looks like a room invite that's come through. It is. Excellent stuff. Oh, TXC has got dashes. We'll have to. No, I can't be asked. I really... No, it can't be asked. Go back and fix the thumbnail. I'll do the description. I'll leave the dashes out of the thumbnail. There we go. Compromise. 50-50. These guys, at the moment, are doing pretty well in the league. They'll be readying up. Let's just go through the practicalities of today. So this is TXC versus W1B WIB. I'm going to call them WIB because W1B is just a little bit too many syllables for my liking. They're going to be playing on Fort Despair, Naval Frontier, Castilla, and Mayan Ruins. I don't know if that's in a particular order. Same format as last time. It's a league, so we're going to play all 8 battles. It's not a best of. There will just be 8 individual battles taking place this evening. And in terms of the league format, it's 3 points for a win of the overall match, 1 point for a draw. Microphone getting stuck in my beard. 1 point for a draw, and no points for a loss. Now, these guys are doing all right at the moment. They've played one battle each, and both of them against different opponents reached a draw result. So they're kind of sitting mid-table for the time being. There's a few teams. They're mid-table. There's a few teams that have lost, a few teams which have won. And just for your information, Kraken Esports, I believe, are at the top of the table now, 2-0 overall. The Bare Nose, Kerfuffles, Yusuf, Venomoid, Incompatible. Try and keep up with the chat as much as we can. Today, I'm not having to deal with stream issues. I think, I didn't confirm it, but I'm pretty sure that we managed to track it down. And we had said that it was identified the issue as being YouTube. It wasn't the game. It wasn't me. It was YouTube this time, which is a new one. The deal for real is here. I lost my hit points from Vibes. It's a good name. I approve of that name. I've been playing a lot of the K91 in Uprising this evening, which is, the K91 Tier 9 Heavy. Exceptionally good fun in Uprising, especially if you can get some of the right kind of upgrades. Well, the first map is going to be Castilla, so that looks good. Wild Fun's help is asking for keys. You little bastard. No keys for you. This is a keyless stream. All we've got is a lemsip for our sore throat. Because, winter's here, and because apparently that's what just happens. The Tingos _new. Oh, that's from Soft Rescue. Excellent stuff. Soft Rescue also does YouTube, has a really good channel. They're there in the chat. I think you can find their YouTube channel from the chat, so it's worth going to check their channel out as well. I confess I haven't watched much of their stuff, but definitely worth going and see. Mel, lovely to see you here, Mel. Raven Adam, what's going on? Well, we're waiting for the tournament. This is a community tournament, so there's a little bit of sitting in training rooms waiting for everybody to get organized. Kerfuffles is here for the laughs. Spelt the northern way, no less. Looks like we're getting ready. I think I've got all of my controls here. I'll just move the microphone out the way and have a little sip. Oh, that's good. Not that we're doing product placement, but a lemsip is just really it should be a drink in its own right, rather than a medication. Wait. Hang on. There we go. Mini rolling. Oh no. Mini, even smaller rolling without a hole cut out of the middle. There we go. Those preset layers in OBS just letting me down. That's the story, and we're sticking it. Looks like we're having a... Not sure if that's a serious issue, but we've got TXC Blue Team South Spawn up against WoTB Red Team North Spawn. TXC running IS4, IS7, Super Conk. Haven't seen that in action in a tournament yet. WE5 Vickers and the WZ113 GFT Lucky. Looks like TXC, we're expecting Fort Despair. That's the chat we're getting from them. WoTB, on the other hand. WoTB, on the other hand. Triple E5, 113, 268 and Vickers. Nice to see the Vickers featuring prominently. Certainly, we know that when the ATGMs get removed from the Sheridan, from the core gameplay in tournaments of core gameplay modes, skirmish, ratings, and regular battles, that we will really see the Vickers being the top dog of the three Tier 10 light tanks. And Busin getting tagged there. Vermillo and Busin, the Vickers trading Hit points. No, the IS-7, sorry, boost into the IS-7. I'm getting tagged probably by the 268, potentially, or WoTB. Let's see. Yeah, now Wild's one, you're a mod, so anyone asking for keys, you can give them the link. That's how it works. Hit points. TXC trading poorly. Well, I mean, actually, it's pretty even at the moment. TXC with a slight HP advantage innately, I think, probably. Having a look at the lineups. The 268, though, that's Vivix. Vivix just really getting some nice HE rolls in there. Papa Sparta. We've got Shogun. Shogun from Kraken. Had a few battles. I had a battle recently against Shogun. He was in the MX-50B. Really nice to have competent players on your team. Makes for memorable battles. But this one at the moment, we're in a bit of a stalemate. Both teams contesting A and the Castilla quite aggressively. TXC with their IS-4, that's Potato. Side-scraping in the city. He's got a little bit of support in the forms of Para. I'm not sure if TXC genuinely mean that they are expecting it to be fought to spare. I mean, the lineup seems pretty viable for this one. But they are getting out-traded slowly but steadily. That hit point lead shrinking ever so slightly. They're still ahead, though. They are still ahead. Ghost Edley. Oh, I didn't see that. He's in the grill. 15 Troublemaker. Lovely little camo. You can see he's using the terrain here to just get that gun elevated a little bit. Maybe give him some better shots that we can even... I've been asking Wargaming for a first-person view, and I think this is about as good as we can do, really. He's looking in. We can see pretty much where the action's going to boil down here. I don't think Ghost Deadly is going to have some moves. But at the same time, probably more interestingly, True Positive has made a really good move over here. Valmilo has gone wide round B. WoTB have they've seized the initiative. They've spread their forces fairly thin. Incompatible's going for B. Vabon is going to be going for the reset. He should be able to get this here. He does. That's a critical reset, but it's just tracks. Manifest with the crossfire. Vabon and Manifest will be forcing Incompatible off there. And that's giving... Off the B cap, sorry. And that's giving... No, we're not what? Are you serious? You're not serious. I don't know. I forget the question that I asked. It was 3 minutes ago. But they're saying they either were or weren't serious about this meant to be fought to spare. But WoTB, they are 1,000 HP down, and poor, it's Vohakish in the E5 has caught the worst of it, so he's rotated back round, but I think Benk here is in a great position, but if he gets spotted, he's looking for Vivix. Not finding him. If he gets proxy spotted, Vivix is going to have a really good angle onto him if he just peeks aggressively through that bush like he did earlier. We've got 2 minutes to play. A kill or a cap at this particular moment in time could be absolutely vital. But TXC are doing a really good job of controlling B. WoTB have pushed aggressively through C. Now Incompatible is making another run of this cap. Manifest will be looking for the reset. Manifest is there. It's a HE reset. Not a great trade, but he's got the reset in. That's what he needed. Para's coming. Incompatible pulling back off B, not wanting to get completely bled down. Of course, a kill here for either team would put them ahead in terms of points, and that's exactly what they're going to be looking for. Because I think with a minute and a half to go, you're going to be really hard-pressed to make a cap happen. Although TXC potentially could get in on A. 3 heavies, but they're rotating away from A. There are the TDs there in the backfield, Vivix and Ghost Edley, 268 and Grill 15 respectively. Incompatible going in for B once more. True Positive, hold down Sandbags at the ready with his reactive armor on the go. Manifest can't get the shots off. Vabon. Oh no, Incompatible's not in the cap circle. He's had to push a little bit forwards. Vokarish trying to push Para down. We've got 1 minute to play. Manifest in real trouble here. If Manifest goes down, that could be the cap. Less than a minute to go. The action is really centered here on the middle. Bukarish is super low. Ghost Edley's pushing up with his full hit points, as is Vivix. True Positive's looking for Manifest. Oh no, the Super Conqueror, that turret just hanging in there. Ghost Edley's hit points dropping off rapidly. We've got 35 seconds to go. Crunch time here. That's the first kill! Manif going down to True Positive. True Positive, the T1 in 1085, but now Incompatible's in trouble. He's taking a hit from the oh, but the Minnow takes down 3 Babon! Oh my goodness me! WoTB really drawing this battle out. Incompatible and True Positive pinching, but there goes Wonder into the back of True Positive. And now there's just, oh, we're neck and neck. We've got 10 seconds to go. There's 10 seconds to go. I don't know. There's too many places. If anyone gets a kill, oh, wow. Ghost Deadly and Incompatible in the last seconds. They weren't where we were looking. Oh, the friend requests have come in. But WoTB just taking 2 kills in the last 2 seconds. I don't believe it! Really good play by both teams there, denying their opponents any cap opportunities, any kind of viable cap moves. I think WoTB taking the initiative, getting the map control, pushing out to B and C earlier on, or basically like away from the cap that's right next to the Castilla on the other side by itself. That gave them the flexibility to put the pressure on. But kudos to TXC, because they held on, even though they were like trapped in that pocket. They had really good control right up until the end, and then the guns started dropping and they got pushed. Ooh, it was close. That was close. You know, one bounce, one high roll here or there, and it could have been TXC's game. That is about as close. That's about as close as it gets. That's close. Very close. Castilla. Yeah, I think as map metas get more and more explored and certain tanks get introduced into the game, they become exceptionally difficult to kind of break the deadlock on. That's quite interesting. My friend just sending me I don't know how many of you are following, not to get political. Of course, I am British and I do live in the European Union. And I am applying for my Irish passport because I am legally entitled to one. But my friend has just sent me a message on Facebook because I'm old and that's the only social media for me, really. Other than Discord, which is not really a social media, it's just a hot mess. But apparently, Games Workshop is worth 4 times more than the UK fishing industry. So hopefully they're getting their fair share of the Brexit negotiations. That's just quite an interesting take. A very, very interesting take. Oh, Spitfires from FBI is here. Fantastic. And ANP. Oh, brilliant. We got some really good people here. Games Workshop. Games Workshop. 4 times more valuable than the UK fishing industry. Who knew? They make plastic soldiers. Economically more important, but socio-economically. Not providing food for the people, so to speak. Now we're going back into Castilla, and I think that is officially the name that we're giving this map until we see some YOLO strats. Ooh! Speaking of YOLO strats, and the concept of YOLO, you only live once, for those of you even older than I am, or living under a rock and don't know what it means. He's very applicable to that kind of mentality and concept, very applicable to Uprising. And some general gameplay at the moment in World of Tanks, but the player base has gone absolutely nuts over the last couple of events back to back. But I invented YOLT. You only live thrice. Because you do, you live 3 times in Uprising. So now I've taken to typing YOLT into chat. Which I think really describes, you know, the freedom that being able to die twice and still be in the game gives you when you're playing Blitz. Anyway, WoTB, Red Team South Spawn versus TXC, Blue Team North Spawn, swapping the spawns there. Very aggressive quintuple T125 Rebel lineup. 3 Rebels and 2 Peasant Camos. Alongside double Vickers for WoTB. They're going very aggressive. The Vickers, 1 on A, 1 on B. TXC with a Sheridan, T125. well, triple T125, the Super Comp 268 IS4. Really, both teams mixing it up, getting a little bit dicey here now. Free Wonder, 6-year veteran camo, looking for a big hit, looking for it. 606. That will do. Very nicely. Thank you very much. Babon getting tagged. And TXC in a bad spot here. Look at this. Are we on the Russian server? Is this C4? Amazing. WoTB with a... I mean, that's a formation. Hit point sharing, moving in unison. They've got the cap. And now you've got 3 heavies from TXC trapped in the river. Map control in WoTB's favor. Para and Bank in fairly good positions. Wonders, well, yeah, also in a good position because there's a 268 at the back of the map, and that's exactly where he wants to be. Manifesting the Sidewinder. The Sheridan looking for shots, but Vivix taking the initiative, getting the B cap. Varmillo will need to rotate over and assist. TXC have actually punished WoTB for this lineup. WoTB got in, but then they didn't have a plan to get out, and now TXC are coming round the mountain. And they are looking for those kills, but they're focusing on the very healthy Bukarish. And that might have been a mistake. And there's not really much reactive on the go here. Not much reactive armor on the go. But Wolf is down. Bukarish also down. And it looks like TXC could be taking this one. They've got a huge hit point lead, 2-1. And WoTB, they had the unison. They had an excellent entry strategy, but no exit plan. And TXC capitalizing on their map position, map control, knowing that the Vickers were kind of out of position. Incompatible. Varmillo and Vivix, 3-on-5. 4k versus 10k HP. Vivix and Varmillo, double Vickers. They've certainly got the mobility, but the Sheridan is still on the field. Remember that the Sheridan is on the field. Incompatible goes down in his T125 to Bank in the IS4. IS4 skilled now. Looking for a shot into the back of Vivix. Will get it. HE roll for 507. Wonderful play by TXC. I really thought they were in a sticky situation with those tanks in the river. Boom! There we go. It's a mutual trade. Last man standing is Varmillo. He's got the view range. He's got the mobility, but the hit points are 10-1 against him. And this is not ideal. Cap's getting flipped. Bank in the IS4 on B. Varmillo with the spy. One of the spy camos. It's interesting. The more you pay attention, you can see wargaming time there. Is he going to engage? Or is he going to be sneaky, sneaky? Oh, he knows you're there, mate. Oh, no, itchy trigger finger. Oh, no. Oh. Have me. Oh, the Vickers. It's like, what? I don't understand. Whoop. Look at this thing. Is he going to... low roll on the HE. It looks like Bank will be in with the kill shot. No. It fits. Oh, Para. Just sat there. Eyes on the prize. And TXC wrapped that one up pretty comfortably. Leostifer Sylvester. I'm good. I hope you are too. And that was a really nice reply. The North Spawn working for both teams. Camp Stealer, of course, being one of the most asymmetrical maps now. It's Mayan Ruins. Let's see. Yeah, no, Wild's one. John Dick. It's a good name. That's a good name. It's a very manly name. It's a very manly name indeed. 268 kind of OP in good hands. Yeah, I mean, it's got really good camo. Fantastic, fantastic gun. And if you know what you're doing with the armor profile, you can really pick up some pretty impressive bounces, I think. Tricky. It is a tricky tank to drive. Papa Sparta's clarifying Gohan is a traitor and he needed to die first. Well, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. You know, the context, the social context is very, very important. So we're going now into Mayan Ruins. It's 1-1. So we're going to play a total of 8 battles. It's currently tied. Can end in a draw. And then in which case, in terms of the league score, each team will get 1 point. Bearing in mind a win from this whole 8 battles, getting more wins than your opponent will land you 3 points in the league, and a loss is 0. Both of these teams currently have 1 point. They have drawn against different opponents respectively. So a win here against each other is pretty critical. Another draw or a loss in this particular scenario will really make it difficult to get out of the mid-table later on in the league. I believe. Actually, let me. Well, we'll do it between the next. We'll do it after the next battle. We'll just confirm how many teams are in the league. Someone knows. Probably someone in the chat can tell me, or confirm for everyone else. It's just magical. Feel like myself again. Okay. TXC, blue team, north spawn. Up against WoTB. Red team, south spawn. TXC with triple E. What? You can't bring that many E100s. It's not legal. And an E5 T20T and a Ho-Wee. Very interesting lineup. On the other side of the field, WoTB. Much softer, much squishier. Double mouse, IS4, T62, T57, bronze, well, double 113s. Actually, not that much squishier. It's just because there's a lot of German fighters on the field for TXC. The double mouse tanks, though, could be a great counter to the E100s. I think the E100s are really going to struggle to pen. Let's. Oh, well, you know what? No. Apparently I have no idea what I'm talking about because Lieutenant just got clapped for 1,000. And they've taken a few off bank. General Greenberg as well. And True Positive and Incompatible looking for some rolls. Maybe some HE rolls. No, they got the pen. They're going in through the drive wheel. Hit points neck and neck. Both teams bleeding, but General Greenberg's in trouble. We could be seeing WoTB getting the flank here. Oh, big shot. Jonku fluffs that shot onto General Greenberg. True Positive getting the worst of it from Babon. We need to see a hit point pool rotation here. Incompatible needs to shield True Positive. True Positive should not be pushing. He should be holding and withdrawing. And we're pushing the mouse tanks up the middle. Manifest in the T22, getting some great DPM, some Russian DPM medium flank shots into Lieutenant. Lieutenant. Ooh. Both mouse tanks down for WoTB. I think TXC are going to be able to pull this one through. They've got the guns. They've got a slight hit point lead. It's about 25%, and Ghost Edley is in all sorts of trouble. And Wonder with a big roll, 461. But Bank goes down to Varmillo. No one is out of the woods yet. WoTB, their 4 tanks kind of in this weird pocket area here on A. Manifest getting aggressive. Full hit point 22. T22 looking to shut down someone. Will take 380. Fluffs the shot on Incompatible. True Positive. He's a one shot. I might be tempted just to take the hit from him and shut that gun down. The TXC now pushing in aggressively. E100s through the middle. T110, E5 on the flank. Incompatible going down to Wonder. Manifest gets True Positive. It's a 4-on-2. TXC now. Wonder with a big HE roll for Yoku. Or Joku. And Varmillo, last man standing, does not have enough. And he knows it. And that's fair. Oh, that is fair. A noble death. And TXC down from 0-1, back now up 2-1 over their opponents WoTB this evening. And it is 2-1 to TXC. We can check. Henno Van Dam, good to see you, buddy. T.Y. Higgins, welcome. Beg, love you too. The question I can answer in Discord. There are 10 teams in the league. So notionally, the highest league score, a flawless victory, 9-0, would net you 27 league points. Assuming I can do math, which is questionable. Right. Just waiting for the teams to ready up. We're going back into Mayan Ruins. After this next battle, we'll be at the halfway mark. And certainly, if TXC can wrap this one in, that will give them a really good hold overall on the match. Being able to have have 3-1 will take the pressure off on the next two maps. Of course, you never know. We've been 50-50 so far on Castilla. Mayan Ruins going back in, swapping the spawns. Maybe WoTB will be able to take that one. And that's what we saw between Zenith and HNKL yesterday evening. It was 2-2 at the half time. Not even skill, just confirming the camouflage. It's the name of the camo. Got nothing to do with his ability as a player per se. TXC blue team south spawn versus WoTB red team north spawn. Big changes afoot for both teams, actually. I say big changes. All that TXC have done is they've dropped a E100 and put in an IS4. Did they have some T125s? They're one E100 down. WoTB have gone for the quintuple IS4 double mouse. WoTB are super heavy. They've got no mobility. And Manifest, my god, doesn't Manifest know that and isn't he happy just to cap off C early. Manifest will check the damage at the end, but he could have a cracking game. True positive and compatible Ghost Edley. That formation that we saw before. Ooh, HE roll. Boosin and True Positive taking some damage. True Positive. No one reverse side scraping. I don't know if that's still possible in the IS4, but it's worth a look in. HE splashes. If you've got the big guns, you might as well have a crack at it. And WoTB have got a huge innate hit point advantage right out of the gates. And in the middle here, Stranger and Lieutenant getting a little bit more lucky with the bounces. But I'm not so sure about this angle. Stranger and Lieutenant really in a difficult position. Stranger shifting back. Where is Manifest? And is Manifest farming? Manifest is farming. You can see that's what forced WoTB into the middle area. And Manifest, will take one for his troubles. But now that's opened up the gates for Vabon and Bank to push round. And they're getting now stuck into Ghost Edley. Ghost Edley was trying to push on Manifest, but Manifest has the mobility. And TXC have done a wonderful job of closing the hit points, the HP gap, and they've got WoTB trapped. The Manifest has had a huge game, absolutely huge. He's put pressure on. He's putting pressure all over the field, distracting so many different elements. It looks like he's going to pick up Stranger here. Oh, it's a low roll for 259. Is he going to be able to land that kill shot? I think he might. No. Yes! He does. The Manifest shutting down Lieutenant. And General Berg, well, shutting down Stranger, sorry, and then General Berg shutting down Lieutenant. General Greenberg, my god, words. Bank going down, WoTB making a counter push, but it might be too little too late. True Positive at the back, low HP. Perfect flanking territory for Manifest. Manifest just has to go through Incompatible first. I think we've got all the players in the shot. HP is still 2-1 in the favor of TXC. They've also got an extra gun on the field. There's some really healthy E100s here. If WoTB can maybe get Vab on, but they've just lost Varmillo. Ghost Deadly, you can see Ghost Deadly and Yoku looking for that. Vab on picks up a bounce, but Ghost Deadly manages it over the... I have no idea. Looked like he went through business in the E100. Manifest now farming Edley. Manifest looking for his next kill of the game. 301 alpha damage. Like a wet sponge. And he will pick up that kill, and now he will be looking for true positive. And not quite enough to go through the front plate, but he knows he's got him pipped on the reload. Will pick it up. Incompatible last man standing. And Wonder shutting him down. And TXC go into the halftime, so to speak. 3-1 up over WoTB. Winning. WoTB winning. The first match on Castilla. Which, if you were to believe the propaganda from TXC, is just because they thought it was going to be Fort Despair. Not sure I buy that. But I've got Among Us actually on my iPad. I just haven't played it yet. I haven't played it at all. So I might have a go at it before I stream some Among Us, if I even decide to want to stream it. It looks fun. It looks like it's more fun to watch than to play. I think, for me, I might find it very stressful, Among Us. That might not be my cup of tea. I think if I was playing with people I knew, with mates, I might enjoy it a bit more. But I think, I don't know. It seems a bit... it seems like something that would just really stress me out. Whether I'm the imposter or not. Okay. Now going into Naval Frontier, our third map. TXC leading with 3-1. Now, even if TXC go on to win like the next two, and it would give them like the best of 8, we're not doing a best of 8. We are doing all 8 battles, because the individual battle results themselves are used as the next tier of seeding within the league. So if there are 2 teams tied with league points, the number of battles that they've won would then determine who sits above who in the league. So that's going to be pretty important. That is going to be pretty important to watch. So even if we go into like 6-1, which obviously I hope for WoTB's sake that's not the case, WoTB would still want to win maybe that 8th battle. It could still be useful for them. Not in determining their match result, but in assisting their league placement later on. And it's worth noting that a lot of teams, you know, they see this as good training, and certainly having a league format between teams that are kind of pretty close in skill can be a really good way to develop your gameplay. Manifest in the Sheridan Sidewinder for TXC. TXC blue team Southbourne WoTB, red team Northbourne WoTB, with the double 50B IS4, double T125, double Vickers. Nice little diverse lineup. TXC blue team bringing double 113, T125, double Kranwagen, Sheridan, and IS4. Mobility, WoTB are more mobile. But TXC have got the double Kranwagens and the ATGM, but free Wonder. Well, Wonder taking a big hit. I say a big hit. Taking a modest hit. A small hit. Just some of his hit points. An average roll. Not happy about it. Still spotted. Wolf wants that. Oh, he takes another hit from Varmillo. Varmillo, the sneaky little Vickers. And Business laughing about something, not sure what. It's the cap lead though for TXC. Position advantage. Here are the 50Bs farming Wonder. Wonder is in all sorts of trouble. Ghost Edley though could be in equal trouble. His idea of getting out of trouble though seems to be going up higher, and he's paying for it. Oh my god, that's a critical error. He just needed to drop down, but instead he gave his side armor to the entirety of TXC in the basin around C. They almost traded positively there, but it was not to be. WoTB still have the mobility. I don't think B is a good idea. They don't really know exactly where TXC are. They've got a very good idea that TXC operate in this little line formation here, in which we can see that's where all 6 of the TXC guys are. But Vivix has made the decision to go for B. Looks like Para in the 113 might be going in for a counter cap, or at least to punish Vivix on the way out of that cap. Vivix potentially can run. Might take a hit as he goes. Just fast enough to get out of dodge. Now Stranger in the 2125 is going to have a critical role defending B. TXC, small hit point advantage. 900 or so. 800 maybe. Whoa, a bit more. Farmillo getting a little bit greedy, and Wolf getting tagged too. We're just peeking when they don't need to peek. They really don't need to be trading poorly here. True positive. Is he going to go for the clip? Yes, he is going for the clip. Good choice. We're really just like, I mean, you don't need to be taking those shots. You don't need to be looking for shots when you're 2 caps up to 1. True positive, though, is about to be in true trouble, because here comes Manifest. And I think, yeah, he's got Vabin on the flank. True positive just gets out of trouble. B's being countercapped. Not sure exactly what Positive's plan is here, but I think maybe he's going to be looking for Bank. That's 1. Bank is an auto reloader, though. That's 2. I think he'll get maybe 1 more in. Oh, I don't think it's going to be enough. It's a kill by the Sheraton. Manifest there. Cap points in the favor of TXC. TXC with the guns and the caps as well. And Bank shuts down Barmillo. Vivix potentially can take down Bank, but then he's going to be contested with Manifest. TXC, this one could be TXC's game as well. Big hit, 852, wonderful HE roll from Manifest. But we've just seen Stranger go down. Wibber not lying down just yet. Not Stranger going down, but taking a kill. No, TXC have this one. The caps will tick over in their favor. Manifest getting another high roll into Wolf. Not before General Greenberg finishes him off for a comfortable win for TXC with the aggressive push over the top. I think there were some key, like the first 50B that died, Ghost Deadly, was just a mistake. Trying to go up the hill, not being aware of exactly the tank position. Going up over the hill into the crossfire of the enemies, rather than kind of maybe taking a route, exposing himself to a few shots from the enemies up top, and then being able to drop down. That loss early on was almost, I mean, it was unnecessary, and it kind of led to Wib losing the game. If they'd had that 50B in, and they'd had those 2 50Bs together, that flank would have been pretty solid, would have been secure, and they might have been able to pull through. But you never know. It's now 4-1. The best Wib can hope for is a draw if they take the next 4 matches back-to-back. And they've proven that they have the ability to beat TXC. But it doesn't look like it's happening. Let's just have a quick tour of the table. See the kind of caliber of players. Lots of battles. Solid win rates. Good average damages. Here across all, I mean, we're looking at 1800s. Everyone's in the 60s. With at least 20,000 battles, some 2Ks. Wib, I mean, similarly proficient. I mean, oh no, I can't tip on everyone. Yeah, I mean, they're both teams chock full of Unicums and Super Unicums. There are no all the players on the field this evening are pretty competent. And so what you're looking for now to develop that team play. And that's why community tournaments are really useful. If you're watching this and you're playing, or you're playing esports on Blitz, or you're just getting into tournaments, that kind of thing. Community tournaments, finding an organized structure of like-minded and like-able players is a really good way to go about improving your game for the official major tournaments like Spring Season, Twister, and whatever else Wargaming decide to chuck in the mix, which it looks like they could be investing a bit more in, hopefully. Manifest with a blind shot doesn't quite connect. Farmillo may be looking for a shot into Manifest. It's in the T62 Alpha. Wib, red team, south spawn. Kranwagen, Triple E5, Vickers, IS-4, T62 Alpha. It's a hodgepodge, if ever I saw one. TXC, Blue Team, Northspawn, IS-4, Double Kran, Sheridan, T125, Double 113. I think if you're taking a Kranwagen, any kind of clipper, I think 2 is the way to go. I don't really see how useful one clipper or one auto reloader is. I think if you're going to take one, you might as well take like a single one. But Ghost Edley is in all sorts of trouble. And he is, there's no one's really helping him. He doesn't have any support. He's struggling. He's really struggling. And TXC have got the cap lead. They've got C. WoTB have managed to cap off A. But Business going in easily through the front plate of Ghost Edley. Ghost Edley really struggling. And he's also getting tagged now by Freak Power in the Kranwagen. And Ghost Edley could be going down here. He just manages to swoop down. But General Greenberg, or Free Wonder looking for the kill. Free Wonder looking for the kill. Barmilo shielding. But Vabon pushing round. TXC dropping the hammer on the WoTB guy is in the middle here. Free Wonder still pretty low. Barmilo bounces the shot up close and personal. Kranwagen getting turned. Benk now looking to the back of Yoku. Could be an easy kill for him. Stranger trying to shield Yoku. Goes down. WoTB now. Whoa, this is looking pretty messy. They're in trouble. They are routed. TXC have got complete dominance in the brawl in the middle. Stranger is a dead man. The question is, can WoTB farm these TXC guys in the brawl? And I don't think they can. Oh, Stranger getting annihilated. General Greenberg with the kill shot. And it's a 3-on-5, 2-to-1 HP in the favor of TXC. I think this one, I don't want to call it until it is indeed over, but I can't really see. Look at the focus fire. Para and Vabon will double tap incompatible. Well, Benk will triple tap. And now Varmilo. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Business. It's nice to have a little bit of banter in the chat. Just confirming the sexual identity of or the sexual orientation, the sexual preferences of the TXC clan. Oh, Vivek's on fire. Vivek's is just... I've never seen a tank look unhappy. But that one looked really unhappy, if we're being honest. And that is another fantastic game for TXC. They struggled in the first one, and they have been riding WoTB all evening. Much to WoTB's displeasure, no doubt. Hopefully, I'm really rooting for WoTB. I'm really hoping that they can pull out a few more battles at the end here. Either way, it's good. It's good practice. Win or lose. Actually, I think when it comes to scrimmaging, whether that's against a clan that you have good relations with, and you can just hop in a training room like quite reliably of an evening by your own accord, or through a semi-organized structure like this community tournament, the ZNTH League. Ideally, you want to be training against people that are better than you. Not too much. Like, you don't want to play against people and like teams and players that are just, for the time being, out of your league. I think that's the Simon L. Good evening. Nice to see you. You don't want to be playing against people that are like these teams are pretty evenly matched. We've seen that WoTB can take TXC. They can beat them. They can kind of make them sweat. And it's good training for both teams. You want that. You don't want to be up against someone that's just so much better than you. You don't have any opportunities to learn in the game. And on the other end, you don't want to be playing against people that you don't struggle to beat. In the sense that, you don't have to develop the cohesive team skills and tournament gameplay skills in order to secure the win. So, this is ideal. I think TXC might be... they might be trolling, or this might be a viable strategy. Certainly, 6 TDs with a Vickers to spot. Oh, Jesus. I mean... TXC with a pretty interesting strat. Varmillo, I echo that sentiment is echoed. Now, WIB, double mouse, and the mouse tanks are just completely, well, they're fecked, to put it lightly. Double 113s, double E5s, and an IS4, no mobility. I mean, this could be a tryhard strat. I mean, how do you deal with this much alpha? Because, like, you come out in front of that, you're not going back. Like, you know? Like, like, if those things get your side, you're done for. Doesn't matter what tank you're in. If all four of those, if just two of them tap you, it could be game over. Three of them, definitely game over. Four of them, it just seems like overkill if Varmillo gets slapped. And Wander's taken a bit of damage as well, but he was able to put in some lovely damage into Varmillo. Varmillo is now in all sorts of trouble. Vabon potentially getting shot in the side. Yes, 315. It's the cap lead for WIB at the moment, and they are punishing TXC for this audacious multiple TD strat, multiple being 6. It's a low roll from Bank. The worst, and Business is saying he's going in for B. Ghost Edley looking to push on Manifest. Could be an interesting one-on-one here. Oh, Manifest fires and doesn't get it. Zwack did get it, though. Wolf did get it. Manifest reloading. It looks like I can hear a Vickers down there. General Greenberg now trying to protect Manifest from Ghost Edley. He'll take 359 from Incompatible. Ghost Edley, he gets the tracks of General Greenberg, but I mean, that's the wrong target at the end of the day. Oh my god, look at the hit points! Just falling off. You don't see them get shot, but you see those hit point pool bars just completely disappearing. Fabon taking damage, and I think Ghost Edley could be the first man going down, potentially, because he's in all sorts of trouble, and Incompatible gets slapped by Manifest. Hit points still in the favor of WIB. WIB have got the right kind of people on the field. Manifest now. Oh, big max roll into General Greenberg. Manifest looking for that kill shot. Tracks! Tracks for days. Ghost Edley has had a cracking game. The mouse tanks now coming in. Wolf in the 113. Very, 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 very low. Wonder with a huge HE roll. Oh my god! Bank in the Agpanzers down. Ghost Edley chasing General Greenberg. And Manifest still there. Oh, it's a low roll. Ghost Edley's going down to Greenberg. Greenberg potentially with the kill. No! Ghost Edley lives! And WIB punishing TXC for their hubris. There's a lot of low hit point tanks, but those painfully long reloads punishing the TDs of TXC in the end. And now it is a 5-on-2, 2 caps to none. And TXC, I don't know if they were serious or if they were trolling, but WIB fought them tooth and nail, and the mouse tank is just nothing. Absolutely nothing against the 183 head-on. Para shutting down Wolf. There's not enough. WIB, I mean, Jesus. How do you deal with that many TDs? Losing lots of hit points in the process is the answer. Wanda had a huge game. You can see a pretty good damage spread across the top of the WIB guys. I think the main issue with this strat is there's just not that many hit points being brought to the field. You can see they pretty much cleared up. And they only had to inflict 13k damage. So I think the hit point deficit is the major liability. Well, this is the last game, the last battle of this evening. We know that TXC have won the match, and I think they know that they've won the match as well. And I think they've decided to get ultra experimental. And you know what? I like that, because it is interesting to see. You don't know if it works until you try it. And that's not me encouraging people to experiment in any particular field or aspect of their life. I'm just saying, in the arena of World of Tanks Blitz Esports, you don't really know what 7 mouse tanks are going to be like in any particular map, in any particular meta, at any particular tournament, until you give it a go against a worthy opponent. And here we are exploring interesting territory. There's some diversity. There are 4 mouse legionaries and 3 mouse tanks. TXC, the fattest team now you have ever seen. That's 21,720 HP, and not all of them have got hit. Only 3 of them have got HP boosters. The other 4, Jesus. Watch and learn, says business. This is, that's a lot of tanks. WoTB, again, in the same way, like, how do you deal? How do you deal with, how do you deal with that many TDs? How do you deal with this many mouse tanks? It's not, they're not capping, they're not stopping to take numbers. This is a party that's not going to stop. This is 7 mouse tanks deciding that there's only enough room for their mouse tanks, and that Stranger, the red mouse of WoTB, should not be on the field. And my god, if he can't bounce any more shots than that. And WoTB, 4k HP down right out of the gates. The mouse tanks burning down Stranger. Stranger just really suffering. Manifest with the flank shot, potentially Manifest with the kill shot here on Stranger. Some mouse on mouse action. Manifest will pick up the kill, but Varmilo's taken down Free Wonder. The hit point gap has closed substantially, but look at those mouse tanks. There they go! Vabon, Bank, Para, Greenberg charging, avenging their teammate, looking for Varmilo. Varmilo gets his 2nd kill of the game. General Greenberg going down to the 113. Rapid DPM, Bank! Shutting him down in return. Ghost Deadly now. Wrong kind of party for him to be in the middle of. Free business, in trouble. Lots of red tanks, T110E3s, IS4 swarming over Bank. A true positive will lock up the kill. And it's 5 on 4 here. The hit points still in the favor of TXC by an exceptionally healthy margin. Ghost Deadly side scraping like his life depends on it, and that is because it does. But I think Vabon and Bank will double tap him out of the equation. We're now on a 4 on 4. And like TXC, they've taken the super heavy German train. Oh, it's a max roll into Yoku and the T110E3, and Wolf not blocking any damage as well. Manifest now piling into Wolf. Just needs that one shot. Will he get it? Will he get it? Will he get it? He doesn't. He fluffs that shot, but he's got enough hit points to take another. And Yoku now in trouble. Yoku will get the roll from Para. Manifest looking. Oh! Bounces the low plate. Incompatible and true positive. Shut down Bank to 3 on 3. Good lord. Vabon. Incompatible. Angled up poorly to Para. Oh, bit of round damage. Para there with the kill, and true positive is the last man standing. WoTB just didn't have enough hit points on the field. They didn't have enough insulation. Their front man Mouse, what's a bounce, was just too close to the action. Oh dear, Vabon will land the shot. Para, love you guys too. Oh, true positive will shut down and pick up a bounce. TXC simping for me. Got to say, it seems legit. But true positive. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Para. The audacity and Manifest with the kill. And TXC beating WoTB 6-2 in the end. Commiserations to WoTB. Well fought. I don't actually know the word. Septuple mouse. I feel like that would be correct. I'm not sure. I don't care. 7 mouse tanks. There's a lot of hit points on the field, and WoTB. I mean, I don't know. I think it's possible to beat 7 mouse tanks, but I don't think it's easy, and I don't think it's something that you really want to practice too much, because I don't think that it's going to be something that you see too much of. Certainly, this is the kind of strat that if you see too frequently, the obvious counter to is exceptional mobility, like Vickers 140s, that kind of thing, and just run rings around your opponent. But that was interesting. Diversity is the spice of life, and ironically, a homogenous team of mouse tanks is incredibly diverse to what we see usually. So big congratulations to TXC for their win. Cracking series of game. Commiserations to WIB. Hard fought games, one and all. It's a league. You know, there's still plenty of time for fortunes to change, but the main purpose of the league, of course, is to develop your skills. Like, I think you'd rather lose the league and win the next wargaming tournament than win the league and then lose the next wargaming tournament. You know, if you had to pick which one mattered the most. So hopefully everyone's seeing this as an exercise for competitive development. Certainly I was impressed. There were some good games. You know, and hopefully the teams can look back on this footage and use it to, alongside with their own replays and whatever analysis they're doing in-house. This can supplement that and help them, you know, get better. I'd say get good, but they're already very good. We had a tour of the table. They're already very good players. They're all 60% plus win rates. They've all got like 1800 average damage plus, and they're all sitting on lots and lots of battles. So, you know, you can't really accuse anyone at all on either team of being short of ability and aptitude. So I have had a cracking evening. I've really enjoyed the last two games. Somewhat as exhibition matches. They were very... I liked them. I had fun. I enjoyed them. I hope you enjoyed them too. So anyways, that's it for this evening. It's a Monday night, so I'm off to do Monday night things and look after my sore throat a bit more. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back with more Zenith League action. I know there are some other commentators following that, so we'll try and get their channels shared on our Discord server, just to kind of share the love and promote some, and get some more up-and-coming commentators, some promotion and some activity from the people that enjoy that kind of content the most. Yeah. So, I might go and play this on touch, not on stream. I hate this tank. It's beautiful, but I don't want you to see me drive it. I'll show you why. I'll show you why I don't want you to see me drive it. It's my worst tank. By a country mile, and no, just absolutely not. Me in this tank, I've made it look good to make myself feel better, and that's about it. So yeah, have a nice evening. The link to my Discord server is in the video description below when this gets posted or whatever. So if you're not yet on the Discord server, please do come and join us. We have fun. What can I say? So this is Rolling Swarm signing off. Ciao for now. Take care, guys.